Okay, hey, so welcome to this video, and what we're going to be talking about today is setting up Java because we're going to be using it in our program, and we're going to take it step by step, just from a clean install. Now this is Windows, and to be honest with you, I'm not a Windows guy. This is a clean Windows 10 install. It's actually not even a real computer. It's not a computer. I'm doing this in a virtual environment, a virtual box, because I'm a Linux guy, and so I don't even know what I'm doing here. I have not had Windows on a machine since 1997, so that's a little while. Now, however, though, we want to make sure you're all ready to go for our program, and so I drew the short straw. Topher is doing the Linux video, John Alf is doing the Mac video, and I lost, so I get to do the Windows video. Now, there are a lot of ways you can install and use Java. So you can, some of you have used online programming environments like Replit, or Codesters, or Code.org has their online stuff, or Scratch is online, or can be online if you've programmed with that. Or there are these what are known as IDEs, these environments which are all in one, that are on your computer, like VS Code, or JGrass, but there are a number of them, and we'll talk about them and we'll use them. But our philosophy is that we want our teachers to know what's going on under the hood so they can make the right decisions for their students. So what we're going to show you is a little bit more basic and a little bit more primitive, but it'll also let us talk about what's really going on when we use the fancier environments. And so I'm going to step you through the Windows setup, and hopefully I'll get it right, because as I said, I'm not a Windows person. But anyway, here we go. So here we've got the Windows install, and what we're going to do is we're going to work at a very basic level from the command line. So we need a way to work with that, and we need a way to actually edit our program. So if we're writing a program, we got to type it in somewhere. Now Windows comes with something called Notepad, and you can just type Notepad in there and hit enter. This is actually Notepad++, not Notepad. So let me actually run Notepad. And I lied, because this is not entirely a totally clean install, because I did install Notepad++ before, but this is what Notepad looks like, and you can type in your program here. So for example, if I'm typing in a program in Java, I might have something that looks like that, and we'll talk about what that means later on as a first line, and we just type in and we can save our program, etc. But what Notepad++ lets us do is it looks a little bit nicer. So Notepad++, so Notepad++ as opposed to Notepad, you'll see that if I go, or I'll close that out, and if I'm in a new program, if I do import java io.star, and well, we'll see this in a few minutes, but if I save this as a Java file, we'll see it like highlights the colors and stuff like that. It gives us some programming abilities, but still keeping it pretty simple. So the way to install this is we're just going to run the web browser. If I were really going to use Windows, I'd probably install Firefox, but I'm just using this for these starting videos to show you how to install a few things and do a few things. And I'll just type in Notepad++. Go to Notepad++, and I'm just going to do a reinstall to show you, and click on download, click on the top one because that's the latest version, and I'm going to click on the installer here. So it asks over here, do I want to install it? Yes, I do. It's doing its security thing. Yes, I do want to do this. English. Continue, yes. It'll be under Program Files, Notepad++. I'll install all of this stuff, and then I'll have it create the shortcut. It doesn't have to run Notepad++ now. We are finished. And if we now exit our browser, we see we have Notepad++, we can double click it, and it comes back up with our new file that we started before. So now we have a way of actually typing in our programs. And what we're going to do is we're going to mostly work from the command terminal, which we can type in at CMD. So I guess if I just hit enter there, see if it does it run, I guess not. But we can just run the command prompt. And I don't think we can actually run Notepad from here. I guess, or we can run, Notepad. We'd have to set it up for that, but we're not going to bother. So now we have to install Java. So what we want to do is we'll go back to our browser, and we're going to do Java JDK for Java Development Kit. That's important. It's JDK. You'll also see JRE at times, which is the Java Runtime Environment, and Windows 10. And this one, what I followed is where did I follow? I didn't even follow. I'm not seeing the one that I looked at before. These all probably will be pretty good, but it's not the one that I found. So what if I just do JDK Window 10? Because I'm just looking for the one that I found earlier. Just one more time here. Oh, sorry. Install. Let's add install to this. Here, this is the one I found. jacktutorial.com, and it's a little bit for an older version of Java, so it'll be a little bit different, but you'll be able to follow it basically. So it first says go to Oracle. So I'm going to right click on this and open it in a new tab. So we'll keep this here. And all I have to do is click here, Java SE 14, because that's the latest version. We'll click on download. We'll look through this and we'll see the Windows x64 installer. And that's the one I'm using here. Accept. Click on download. And we're just going to run this. So this is just going to do its install. It'll just take a little, shouldn't take too long here. It's now running the security scan. Do we want this to make changes? Yes, we do, because we're doing the install. Now, this, as I said, I lied before and this was clean, because I ran through this once beforehand, right before this video, but I'm just going to do the reinstall so you see everything. And we just follow it through. So it says here, program files, Java JDK 14. We're going to have to remember that. And we'll see why in a minute. We don't really have to remember it. We can find it later on. And now we can go to the next steps if we want, which just brings us to this page, which would let us give us more information on Java. But we don't actually need this for now. We're almost done with this, but what we need now is we need to set up a little bit more of the environment, because now we've installed Java, but we're not where we can use it. So we have to set up some environment variables. So if we scroll down here, it gives us this information, and I'm going to work through this here, but if you go to the website, and you bring this up, you can follow it more slowly. And so I type in environment, and it says edit the system environment variables, and go to here and click environment variables, and not on the user, but down under system, I'm going to give a new one, and it's going to be uppercase Java_home, and I'm going to browse directories. So it's going to be this PC, C, local disk C, program files, Java, and then JDK 1401. So that's going to be, so it's looking here, it's going to be C program files Java JDK 1401, which is what they showed before where it was being installed. Boom, that's done. So the next thing we're going to do is we have to find the path, which is over here, and we're going to add another path in variable, which is going to be %Java home _home. And actually, I'm just going to go over to here because I forget the exact syntax, because I just copied it from them. Percent Java home percent backslash bin. That's what we actually want to. Well, actually, yeah. Where are we here? Percent Java home backslash bin. So percent Java home percent Java home percent backslash bin. Okay. And you'll see here, if we looked at this now, or we look at it, it'll actually expand this to be the C program files, the Java 10 thing, whatever. So now we should be done. So let's bring up a command window again. And we're just going to type in Java. And it's going to be slow because I'm running on an emulator. And it's running. It runs the Java program. And let's run Java C, which is the Java compiler. And that also runs. All right, so now both are on our system, so we can write our first Java program. So what we're going to do, once this comes back, if I do a dir here, I'm going to make a new dir called programs with a capital P. And no, let's not do that. Let's make a directory called source for source code. That's what I traditionally use. And let's go into the source directory, and there's nothing there. But let's clean this up a little. Let's get rid of these extra windows here. And let's go back to Notepad++. And let's save our program, which is not done yet. But let's save it. And let's save it under, where are we here? Let's go to this PC, the C drive, and those of you users, user, and let's go to source, and we're going to name this hello.java. And you'll notice now that it's showing the colors a little bit better. Let's see if I can do the Control+ thing here. No, I can't. So I wonder if I can make the font bigger. I'm hoping this is big enough. Settings. General, where's my font size? Editing. Blink rate, caret. Directory. And I guess here you can like set the default directory if we want to always have it start. Let's say we remember the last used directory. Let's just do that. That seems to make sense. Okay, I don't see where we have the font for this, but I'm not going to bother with it. I just hope that this is big enough. So we'll just write the first Java program, public, and we're going to learn all about this. Class hello, and then we'll put in public static void main string open close bracket args, and this will all be, like there's plenty of documentation for this. And this is our first Java program, and notice that it's giving us, like it's bracketing this for us and it's highlighting for us. But if we now save this, and if we come here to our directory and we take a look, we'll see, or we should see, let's do our file. So it was saved. Oh, hello Java, right. So hello Java, again, I just don't, I was looking under dir, and my eye was looking over here for the file name because I'm used to Linux. It shows it differently, and it's right over here. And we can actually, I think, display this. I don't know if this will work under Windows. No, I think type like I said, 1997. There we go. And there is the text of our program. Now, if we want to compile this, we can type Java C hello.java, and this is going to take a few seconds. A few more seconds. A few more seconds. All right. Well, again, we're running this under an emulator, under a virtual box, so it's slower. So if I do my directory here, notice I now have hello Java and hello class, and hello Java is my source file, the code that I typed, and hello class looks like gibberish, but this is the compiled file that will be run under the Java system, the Java virtual machine. So if I run Java now to run the Java environment on hello.class, it should just be hello, not hello.class. Sorry about that. Java hello, what it's going to look for hello.class and run it, which prints out our hello world. So if you've gone all the way through this, now you basically have a working Java environment. You can write your programs using Notepad++. You can save them, you can run Java C. We'll talk about over time about dealing with errors in multiple files and all of that, and slicker environments. But now that at this point, if you got this all working, you've got the basic environment we're going to be using for Java moving into our classes. All right, so I hope this was clear. I hope the downloads worked. I hope I didn't bungle Windows too badly, and I will see you next time.